I saw this video, Pascal. I don't know if you've watched this yet. The world's most dangerous woman. I don't know what this is about, who this is about, but it's about her. But I'm curious. I'm curious.
It's the mid-90s. Kids all over Europe are thrilled. They finally have their own Disneyland here in Paris.
But let me put this over here so I know when this starts, because I do want to watch this as soon as it starts. All right.
These two kids have come all the way from Switzerland. They've been begging their family to take them here forever. Now they're finally here, and it's better than they imagined. It really is the happiest place on Earth.
Okay.
The park is buzzing with life. The daily parade rolls down Main Street. It's
The
like you're in a
fuck?
Disney movie.
Oh.
And behind them, towering above it all, is the park's centerpiece, Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Mm.
Its golden spires gleaming under the French sun. At first glance, they look like any other family. Perhaps they are diplomats from East Asia, enjoying a day off in Europe. The siblings watch the parade, but their eyes keep drifting back to the castle, almost like they're imagining themselves inside it.
That makes sense. You know, the
Maybe
castle looks
as part
pretty
of
cool.
the royal family. The thing is, they are royalty,
Huh?
but their life is no fairy tale. When the boy grows up, he'll have his own empire.
Ooh. Oh.
When the girl grows up, she'll become one of the most dangerous women in the world.
US officials see Kim Yo-jong as one of the key regime insiders.
Kim Jong-un got a sister? I never knew that.
Unofficially about Kim Yo-jong.
Interesting. Okay, okay. Fern be killing it with the hooks, man. Every single time. He don't miss. I'm trying. What's she do that makes her the most dangerous woman in the world, though?
A drone crashes in the country's capital. It's been distributing
Cheers.
anti-North Korean propaganda leaflets. It was most likely sent by South Korea, another act in the decade.
What did you rate music? Me personally, like, I'd say 9 out of 10. And I'm only saying 9 because he's lazy. He could have put together a more. Oh, I love the songs, but album-wise, is the album like because it's not like he just put songs on that shit. He didn't like organize it. He didn't like go through and like properly make it like an album listening experience. You just listen to songs. But the songs itself are 10 out of 10 to me. 9. Nafa. I actually remember what she did now, but no spoilers. Okay, okay.
war between the two formerly united
How
countries.
bad is it on a scale of 1 to
The
10?
regime issues an official statement, warning that South Korea can expect the worst if they
Yeah.
dare to escalate military tensions again. The worst meaning nuclear retaliation.
What about you, Derek? What you give it?
The border is armed at full wartime strength, on standby.
It's
to
pretty
open
bad?
fire.
Okay, okay.
Nuclear threats coming out of North Korea are nothing new. Kim Jong-un is
8.1?
threatening to
Valid,
annihilate
valid.
his neighbor and regularly flaunts the regime's growing nuclear arsenal. What is
Okay.
new is that this threat isn't coming from him. It's coming from her,
Ooh.
Kim Jong-un's younger sister, Kim Yo-jong.
Kim Yo-jong.
The world has seen this woman before. In
Hall of
February
Fame
2018,
threat
at the
badge?
Winter
Okay, hold
Olympic
up.
Games in South Korea. For the first time in decades, a direct member of the Kim family sets foot on South Korean soil. For 3 days, Kim Yo-jong captivates the media, attending meetings, having lunch with South Korea's president, Moon Jae-in, shaking hands. Unlike her brother, she is not intimidating. She is not shy.
I need to watch a video of how like this family became like powerful. It makes me so curious. Like how certain people like get to the level of power they have. Because to have the level of power to control an entire country is crazy. So I'm very curious how they got it.
She's charming, soft-spoken.
Yo, Fern's content so good. Expired. I watched like this is the 3rd or 4th video I've watched. Expired.
diplomatic.
Shut
For a
up,
brief
Pascal.
moment,
You
it feels
clutch
like
because you
North
showed me
Korea
these
might be
videos.
changing course. Maybe this is the start of a new
I think you
era.
showed me another channel too. I still
past
subbed it. I gotta
is-
go through their videos though.
But the Yo-jong people see in South Korea is just one side of her.
That was like similar.
Soon, the world will see the other.
Okay. The other side of
North Korea is a country built on control. Every piece of information is carefully managed by the regime.
Hub is about wars and battles. That shit interests me too. So low key, let me pull that up real quick. I did if they make like active videos, yeah. Yarn. Pop up NPC, you might have watched it. Ooh, okay. Damn, okay, there's a lot of members only stuff. This shit interests me, but I hope they give like backstory of what wars they're talking about. You feel me? I need that kind of stuff. I'm not when it comes to like wars. I got no knowledge really. I'm not gonna lie. Like even like the big ones, World War One, World War Two. I don't really know shit. To be honest, I like the obvious.
Outside the DPRK, we like to think that we're in control of our own information. But just as you're watching this, data brokers might be collecting
Good
and
content,
selling your
yes, sir.
personal data, your home address,
Oh wait,
phone
yo,
number,
bro, I'm telling you, man, this guy and his ads, he's too smooth. I never catch them. It's too damn smooth.
online searches,
It's supposed to say
even
individual
financial
stories?
information.
Yeah.
This data doesn't just
Yeah,
fuel
no,
spam
dead
calls
ass.
and scam attempts. It could even affect your insurance rates and future job applications. That's where Incogni comes in to fight back for you. The
But
service
I
scans the
can't.
web
I
for your
don't. When he gets me, I can't skip it because I mean it was smooth. You gotta respect it. You watch it. Yeah.
exposed data, sends automated removal requests, and keeps rescinding them to ensure your data stays deleted. It regularly rescans to keep data brokers from sneaking your info back into circulation.
This shit
and lets
looking
you
like
track
interests me. Like I'd want to like part of me is like, damn, I want to learn how to animate like this. But the other part of me is like, damn, learning it would not be fun. Like how long would it take me to learn this? You guys think?
all in a clean, real-time dashboard. Take back your privacy now at incogni.com/FernTV
Look, it's so
and
cool.
use the code FernTV for an exclusive discount on a 1-year plan. Remember, you probably can't erase yourself from the internet completely, but Incogni helps you regain control over your digital footprint. In North Korea, images and stories
back.
matter. The Kims aren't just rulers, they are chosen by fate. Their power is divine. Every
Isn't that
policy,
fate?
every decision, every
That's
act
what I'm
of the
saying,
regime
yeah.
serves a single purpose: ensuring the Kim dynasty's survival. Kim Yo-jong was born in 1987, or maybe in 1989. It's
Oh, she got the fake birthday.
hard to verify.
Yep.
In 2011, Kim
That's actually a thing in a lot of Asian countries. Even in, I know that in India, because I know some people with fake birthdays. You feel me? It wasn't even like, some people just have fake birthdays to have fake birthdays though. And it would just like be like, why? Just rock with your regular birthday. But yeah, a lot of Asian countries is like that. I don't know if it's like that in Europe or anywhere else, but I know in Asia for sure.
Jong-il dies unexpectedly. His youngest son, Kim Jong-un, is declared his successor.
Mm-hmm.
At his
So,
father's funeral, a young woman stands behind him, dressed in black, head tilted to the side, gaze lowered. She weeps like the others, but unlike her brother, nobody knows her name. Kim Yo-jong has spent her entire life in the shadows. Even inside North Korea, her existence is a secret. No photos, no official mention, no
Damn.
trace of her in state media. But that
So you got the one child who's the face, and the one that's like, look, damn.
changes in the chaos of succession. At first, she blends in like any other aide, a quiet, dutiful presence in the background. She carries her brother's clipboard, stands at his side, and holds out a heavy crystal ashtray so the chain-smoking dictator can flick away his ashes. To the outside world, she looks just like another assistant. But if you look closely, she's always there, standing behind him at key moments, ensuring everything runs according to plan. Foreign analysts start
Cheat the
noticing her
brains.
presence. Intelligence agencies, journalists, and defectors
How smart do you guys think Kim Jong Un is? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
all begin asking the same question.
I don't know. I don't know.
Who is she?
I feel like it takes some brains to like, you know, be at
For
that
Kim
level of
Jong-un,
power.
at least, she's a close confidant.
Even though he's kind of
The
handed
only
it,
member
but
of the
still.
family he truly trusts. Maybe that has something to do with their childhood in Europe.
Sorry, I missed that.
Close confidant. The only member of the family he truly trusts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that has something to do with their childhood in Europe.
You know, it makes sense.
Switzerland in the mid-90s. 2 North Korean children enroll in a private school in the city of Bern. Officially, they're the children of diplomats, but their passport names are fake.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows they are really the heirs to North Korea's most powerful family. Here, they're just 2 foreign kids in a country far away from Pyongyang.
Yeah.
To their classmates, they seem like normal kids, playing soccer and inviting friends over to their modest apartment, going on ski trips, traveling Europe, and
But they
visiting
had like
Disneyland.
normal ass
A
childhood. What the
regular
hell?
family. Except they're not.
우리는 평범한 집에서 살았고 평범한 가족처럼 행동했다. 나는 그들의 어머니처럼 행동했다.
Their mother isn't their mother. Ko
Mhm.
Young-suk, their aunt, was sent to care for them in Switzerland. Years later, she defected to the US, where she appears to have been living in secrecy ever since.
Ko Young-suk told the Post she traveled from North Korea to take care of Kim, his older brother, and younger sister when they attended this boarding school in Switzerland.
And just like her fake mother, one day the 2 fake diplomat kids vanished too. No
Mm.
warnings, no goodbyes.
Damn, okay.
Jong-un and Yo-jong
Right back.
are pulled from school and sent back to North
Yep.
Korea. After Yo Jung's stint in Switzerland, she studies computer science at Kim Il-sung University in Pyongyang.
Some normal shit.
In 2014, 3 years after taking over as supreme leader, her brother is forced to undergo medical treatment.
Ooh.
During that time, Yo Jung takes over state duties. By the end of the year, her brother appoints her first deputy director of the party's propaganda and agitation department, a department infamous for controlling every image, every speech, and every news article inside North Korea. In 2017,
Crazy. Crazy.
Kim Yo Jung is officially promoted to the Politburo, the ruling elite of North Korea's single-party system. She now has a seat at the highest table of power.
Mhm.
But her true talent remains in propaganda. Wherever Kim Jong-un appears,
It's probably impossible to even infiltrate that like table right there. Like imagine someone was like, damn, I'm gonna change this and get to that table and fuck shit up. That'd probably be impossible.
Kim Yo Jung is there too, not just as his sister, but as his PR manager, his shadow. She sets the stage before he arrives and follows him like a ghost when he leaves. A year later, for the first time in her life, she takes center stage.
The sister of the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has become the first member of her family to visit South Korea since the 1950-53 Korean War. Kim Yo-jong is part of a high-level delegation attending the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics.
At the 2018 Winter
Okay.
Olympics, she charms South Korea and the international press. And there seems to be a strategy to this. For years, Kim Jong-un has been perceived as a ruthless dictator, a
Yeah.
nuclear-obsessed madman.
Mhm.
Under Yo Jung's guidance, that image softens. She's carefully rebranding her brother's image. In 2018,
okay.
North Korea suddenly seems to open up.
She will be meeting with President Moon on Saturday. If the meeting goes well, some experts say the visit could lay the foundations for a possible inter-Korean summit between President Moon and Kim Jong-un.
2 months later, Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in meet at the border. They shake hands. They laugh.
Damn, this seemed fucking happy as hell for how much shit they'd be fighting through. What?
Applause erupts on both sides. That same year, Donald Trump also meets Kim Jong-un in
Remember
Singapore,
this?
a
Yeah.
historic summit. The two leaders sit at a large table, signing a historic document, a joint declaration stating that North Korea intends to denuclearize. Next to
Did he follow this declaration? I swear he didn't.
Trump is Mike Pompeo, the president's Secretary of State. Next to Kim Jong-un is his sister.
But I guess he hasn't
She stands
done any
there.
nuclear shit yet. But like, there's no way they have no nukes over
Silently watching as the world dares to believe one of its most feared nuclear powers might actually disarm.
there. Okay, yeah.
But something about her feels off. Her appearances, her gestures, her smile, they all seem a little too perfect. Every move feels somewhat calculated.
She a
This
mastermind.
is
just the beginning.
There is very limited immediately available evidence, but from what we know, she fulfills the role of the communicator with South Korea and with the United States. But she was also tasked with the propaganda functions in the
It's
party
Anna Kochi.
apparatus.
That's Ildar Daminov, a political scientist at the Central European University in Vienna. He spent years studying North Korea and its power structures. Yo Jung appears to be North Korea's top propaganda chief. Since she has taken over,
Let's respect Yo Jung. She's smarter than Ayana Koji.
the way the regime communicates with the world has changed significantly.
It became much more flexible and it also went online. So there were multiple attempts to also leverage some Western platforms such as YouTube, for instance, to broadcast certain North Korean points of view.
Under Kim Yo Jung's watch, North Korean propaganda has gone digital. We've already covered the bizarre world of North Korean influencers in a previous video. Link in the description.
Ooh, wait, I actually want to watch this now. It's a good promo.
But Yo Jung's real role now seems to be that of the regime's chief foreign policy mouthpiece. And in North Korean terms, that translates to one thing above all: threats and insults. In 2020, Yo Jung orders the destruction of the so-called liaison office, an embassy-like facility right at the border of Kaesong, a fragile diplomatic connection between the two nations that has been established just a couple of years prior. Her once polite smile is gone. Her rhetoric gets more resentful and insulting.
남조선의 인간 쓰레기들, 남조선 권위자 놈들을 근절하는 쓰레기통에 버려야 한다.
In 2022,
He lost her
Kim
cool.
Yo-jong addresses the nation in a rare public speech. It's the first time the North Korean public hears her voice in state media.
이 방역 전쟁의 나날 거열 속에 시비 앓으시면서도 자신이 끝까지 책임져야 하는 인민들 생각으로 한순간도 자리에 누우실 수 없었던 원수님과
The event is staged to praise her brother. He has a high fever, but never lays down to rest, too worried about his people. Officials wipe tears from their faces. He has COVID, but according to her, the real culprit isn't COVID. It's South Korea.
우리 공화국에 비루스가 유입될 수 있는 위험한 짓거리를 계속 행하는 경우 우리는 비루스는 물론 남조선 당국 것들도 박멸해 버리는 것으로 대답할 것입니다.
Interesting. So we're blaming South Korea for COVID. Most of the North Korean males actually mog. All right. I don't remember that. Loki, did we actually get bit into that?
When South Korean activists send leaflets across the border in 2024, Kim Yo-jong allegedly orders a response in kind. Balloons floating back over the DMZ, carrying bags of garbage and feces. In October, she calls Ukraine and South Korea vicious dogs bred by the United States. And in another written statement later that month, her final words are just as blunt. There can never be a change of the line. Have sanction, pressure, and threats stopped us? They've only made us stronger. If one is not a fool, one should not do a stupid act of expecting our change.
Interesting. He
North
thinks
Korea
it's
never
about
honored
traitors
its
or whatever
agreement
inside
with
the
the US.
government? Ooh.
Instead of dismantling its nuclear program, it doubled down.
Yeah, they
conducting
move
missile
different
tests
over
in
there.
Open defiance. Meanwhile, South Korea and the US have long resumed their military exercises. In 2023, then US President Joe Biden formally pledged military support to South Korea should a nuclear war with the North ever break out. North Korea is forging alliances of its own. In June 2024, Kim Jong-un and Russia...
Yeah, wait, how is this gonna work? Because, okay, Kim Jong-un, cool with Russia. I'm assuming Trump is not gonna be supporting South Korea because he was cool with... He's cool with Russia, so he's probably cool with him. Do you think living life in a communist country is terrible, though? Like, in living life in North Korea? Hell yeah, it'd be horrible.
Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a military pact, vowing mutual military...
Yeah, but that's the problem. You don't have like freedom. I'm cool off that. You feel me? Cool off that. And you so limited of what you can do. You feel me? They live in fear, bro. Like, nah. Nah.
assistance. Soon after, North Korea sent thousands of soldiers to Russia to support its troops in the war against Ukraine. North Korea is now actively inserting itself...
It's like China. I don't know enough about China. I just know there's some fucked up shit going on in Hong Kong, right? I think. Or some part of China. Yeah, exactly. And you can't, like... Isn't the thing you can't leave the country? Or something like that. Can you leave the country? Wait, I gotta check. If you are born in North Korea, can you leave? Yeah, they can't without permission, yeah. Like, think about it. That's fucked.
Into a conflict that stretches far beyond its own borders.
Your whole life,
and while Kim Yo-jong hurls one aggressive threat after another into the world, her brother...
And probably don't get paid well, realistically.
...a benevolent leader. It's almost as if they switched roles. Or, as
China obviously different, but I don't think China... I've heard some bad stuff about China.
He's the bad cop. She's the even
Russia? Russia. Don't know. Russia, I feel like just be the... Yeah, obviously, yeah. I'm not, again, I don't know enough. I just heard some bad things about China, and then Russia itself is a little questionable. They just be doing crazy shit out there. They be on some other... Russians are crazy people.
Cop.
I think I'm cool here.
In 2024, North Korea released a surreal propaganda video that went viral. Cheerful children wave flags. Factory workers clap and sing. Soldiers go crazy playing violins in an orchestra, while grinning female soldiers leap into the air, giddy with joy. It's a carefully staged and almost hilarious spectacle of devotion.
Okay.
The real North Korea looks different.
Yeah, obviously.
It's a country where people are kidnapped, thrown into prison camps,
and
publicly executed for the slightest defiance. A country that holds its people hostage within its borders, choosing famine over reform, weapons over survival, missile tests over food supplies, nuclear threats over diplomacy. A brutally ruled nation with at least 50 nuclear warheads at its fingertips. Historically, the Kim dynasty
one of the worst
has always
spawns you
passed
can
power
get
from father to son. Kim Jong-un's health is a question mark. He's only in his early 40s, but rumored to have severe health problems, likely due to his chain smoking, excessive drinking, and heart issues. If something were to happen to him tomorrow, North Korea would be left with no clear successor.
Yeah.
At least, no male successor.
In
recent years, North Korea has quietly been
introducing
to the public. Jong-un's daughter, Jue. She's been seen at missile launches, standing beside her father, eerily composed for a child. State media call her the beloved daughter and the respected child. Some analysts believe she's being groomed as the next supreme leader. The thing is, Kim Joo-ae is only 11. If her father were to die unexpectedly, she likely wouldn't be ready to rule.
She is gonna be a demon if she's fucking being, showing this shit at 11? Or since birth to 11? Nah, it's over.
Women have taken on more visible, more authoritative roles in
Bro,
Kim Jong-un's
Kim Jong-un was at least growing up in a different country. You feel me?
regime. The country remains
That still made him crazy, but she's seen this shit immediately.
deeply patriarchal. Women face systematic abuse, sexual violence, and forced labor, often at the hands of state officials. 70% of defectors are women. Most flee into China, where many are trafficked or exploited, because escaping North Korea is nearly impossible.
Yo, he too smooth, bro. He too smooth on this shit.
If a woman were to succeed Kim Jong-un, it would likely be one with the power, experience, and authority to do the job. His sister.
Yup.
Once a soft-spoken figure in the background, Kim Yo-jong has become one of the most powerful and feared figures in North Korea. Under her watch,
Having to drop out of high school and can't do this shit no more, bro. Trust me, it only gets worse. So honestly, just try to enjoy high school. You feel me? It only gets worse. School-wise, at least, you're gonna be a lot more stressed in college, uni. You feel me? That shit can be stressful.
the regime has manipulate its global image more carefully than ever before.
School gonna suck, but as long as you end up finding something that you can do after school, you feel me? Like, once you're done your schooling and shit, that you can enjoy, shit, at least there's that.
But her power isn't just about controlling narratives. By 2021, Yo-jong has reportedly followed her brother's path. According to multiple sources, she personally ordered the execution of high-ranking government officials, simply because they annoyed her. But perhaps the most dangerous thing about her is that she has a direct line to Kim Jong-un, the one person who sits at the nuclear button and trusts her judgment more than anyone else's. No one knows just how far she's willing to go.
Yeah, if she says press the button, it's a wrap, so yeah. Let's hope she doesn't do that.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I seen you, but I found out I don't need you. That can't encourage you. That can't encourage you. City to meet you. We moving lady, but keeping it cool.